Let's get to Donald Trump now. He's in Davos and he's been talking about Greenland, sometimes Iceland, but we'll get to that a little later. He has backed off on these tariffs for NATO members because he says a framework deal, a longer-term deal has been struck, and that, he says, will satisfy everyone.
Really fantastic for the USA, gets everything we wanted, including especially real national security and international security.
How so? Can you give us some details, please?
Well, the deal is going to be put out pretty soon, and we'll see. It's right now a little bit in progress, but pretty far along. It gets us everything we needed to get.
What did Mark Rutte say?
Well, he's a great leader. I think he's fantastic. The Secretary General was representing the other side, which is really us too, because, we're a very important member of NATO. I've done a lot for NATO. And it's really nice. I mean, it's a deal that everybody's very happy with.
Let's go live to CNN Business Editor-at-Large, Richard Quest. He's in Davos. We spoke to him yesterday and we were making all kinds of predictions about what might happen today. Did you expect this, Richard?
No, is the short and simple answer. And with that, I can go inside and get warm. No, we knew the speech could be polemic, it could be offensive in parts, it could be insulting to some. We got in the speech initially the fact that Donald Trump was ruling out using force to take Greenland for the United States. And that was a huge relief to everybody here. But he still threatened the Europeans that, he would remember if they didn't give it to him. And then late into the evening, suddenly we got word that there had been this meeting between Trump and Rutte, the Secretary General of NATO. Donald Trump puts out this Truth Social post where he talks about a framework deal having been reached. Mark Rutte tells me that he agrees that is the wording, a framework deal. And next, we have from Donald Trump. So a series of events that we expect in the days ahead will dramatically reduce the tensions. If you were to ask me what I think the deal encompasses, it's probably a wider deal, not involving sovereignty, but a wider deal over the whole Arctic.
OK, so we've seen the reaction of European leaders. Mark Rutte, Donald Trump says he's a great leader. That's probably because he called him daddy a couple of months ago. But we also have, the French president, Emmanuel Macron, with his aviators on saying, well, you can't capitulate to bullies. So it does seem like, OK, there's this long-term deal here. Trump has these European leaders, it would seem, right where he wants them.
I wouldn't go that far, no.
Okay.
Because what we end up with is a situation where we might have been here anyway, and you ask the question, did we need to go through all this angst, anger and annoyance? And I think that's where it really comes down to, because at the end of the day, you may have been in a position that you could have ended up with regardless.
Yeah. OK, so how's the lay of the land now? Is anyone talking about anything else other than Greenland today? I mean, there's a few concerns around the economy, inflation worldwide.
Yeah, there are. Yes, there are. We're getting back to more economic issues in the days ahead. I think there's going to be a lot more about those sort of talks in a moment.
Yeah, I hope so. Cost of living still on everyone's mind at the moment. Richard Quest, always good to talk to you. Hope it's warming up a little bit for you.